That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Harden into the front court. They trail by 1. James Harden. He's 2 for 2 now.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Harden with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Count the bucket for 2.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
It's James Harden once again. Stuffs it down with authority. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
DeAndre Jordan trying to cash in on the 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. They're back within a bucket. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Fires the 3. Now that's a contest. Westbrook into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Durant to Irving. And the 2. Counted at the rim for DeAndre Jordan.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Great feed. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Okay. Hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
Kenneth Faried, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 65% free throw shooter. First one, counted.
For the Nets, number 31, Jarrett Allen.
Two for 2 on that trip. To Durant. Irving. Off the iron. It came out. And that's a backcourt violation. Nets have it. To Durant. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
It's Russ at the controls. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. Durant across the timeline. Down just a couple. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
DeAndre Jordan at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Unable to connect on the free throw. Harden in possession. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Knocked loose. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
First half comes to an end. The Rockets with the lead.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Rockets are in a close game thus far. For them to get the lead, I see it happening with their transition game. They've done a great job today of working the fast break offense. These are the guys getting buckets to the Houston Rockets. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
James Harden has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Five-second violation. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Harden. Jared Allen able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
8-second violation. It's going the other way. DeAndre Jordan with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
James Harden at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. to convert on both free throws.
Good money.
To Jordan. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Kevin Durant, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3. Harden has it up the floor. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
DeAndre Jordan trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Westbrook into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Knocked loose. Short jumper misses. Jordan. Can't connect from in close.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Picked up by the Nets. Dinwiddie here against Harden. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Durant to Jordan, down low. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Knocked loose. Screen coming. And he scores. Euro step into the rim, Jay.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
He throws it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. It's Harden. Brings the ball up. Knocked loose. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Westbrook across the timeline. The margin standing now at 7. Kyrie Irving. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.